To dissolve the West Feliciana Port Commission that does not have the full support from its members made it over the first hurdle in the legislature today, passing through committee. The bill would get rid of the commission and turn over all of its duties to the parish president and the council, a move some commission members say is dangerous given the allegations swirling around parish president Kenny Havard and the commission's president. The investigative unit's Bess Casserly explains.
Michael, certain members of the West Feliciana Port Commission say Havard and the West Feliciana Parish Council want them gone so they can have more power over business dealings. They say it all stems from Kenny Havard and Andrew Grzaffi's potential involvement in the recent sale of land to a data company.
Representative Lacombe, can you give us some insight to why we're abolishing the West Feliciana Parish Port Commission?
Okay, so the Parish Port Commission took a vote themselves asking to be abolished.
Okay, thank you.
The bill that would dissolve the West Feliciana Port Commission.
Our last official meeting we had was September 30th.
Sailed through Transportation Committee today with no objection.
Seeing none, House Bill 94 be reported favorably.
Representative Jeremy Lacombe authored the bill, which will give the responsibilities of the Port Commission to parish government.
The name says exactly what it does. This essentially will repeal the statute that sets up the West Feliciana Parish Port System. Upon effective date of the act, and essentially the parish government will take over the roles.
The bill will now go to the House floor for debate, where it's expected to make it through. However, I'm told when it gets to the Senate side, there may be some pushback.
Rumors had it that somebody on this Port Commission was involved in the purchase of that property.
Though the Port Commission voted to abolish itself last year, the vote was not unanimous, 4-3.
Everybody's got their head in the sand, and no one will participate. They don't want to talk about it anymore.
The members who voted against it say the move to get rid of it is completely politically motivated.
And we don't need state representatives that are aligned with the people that are in this LLC to lobby to have our West Feliciana Port Commission abolished.
Port Commission members alleged.
So we're looking at this piece of property. What are we going to do with it?
Parish President Kenny Havard and Port Commission President Andrew Grzaffi may have profited off of a recent private land deal involving a multi-billion-dollar data center. And there have been complaints filed with the Ethics Board.
If we don't have a port commission, there's no checks and balances in our parish government. There's no oversight. It is just whatever parish president and parish council does.
Well, I just left the Capitol earlier today.
Havard has expressed his dislike of the Port Commission publicly on several occasions.
It's never had any funding, never owned any property. It's never had a project.
He and Grzaffi filled out cards in support of the bill this morning, but did not testify.
Parish President of West Feliciana, Mr. Kenny Havard, he served 3 terms here in the House and was actually, I think, chairman of transportation at one point. So I actually told him he needed to sit in the back and keep his mouth shut.
Port Commission Secretary David Jewell said he thinks it's, quote, irresponsible for the House to vote on an unresolved issue that is currently under an ethics investigation. Commissioner Lauren Field said the bill moving forward is, quote, disheartening. She adds, our parish is in need of a qualified port director to oversee its riverfront and maritime activities, not a politician lacking the necessary qualifications to manage port activities and negotiations. President Grzaffi did not return my request for comment. For the investigative unit, Bess Casserly, WBRZ News 2.